Okay, this is lesson 7.4, identify parts of an expression, pages 375 and following. This can be a little tricky sometimes. We have to think about what's going on here. Parts of an expression. How can you describe parts of an expression? So this isn't a mathematical expression right here. At a gardening store, seed packets cost $2 each. Martin bought 6 packets of lettuce, 7 packets of pea seeds. The expression 2 times 6 plus 7 represents the cost in dollars of Martin's seeds. Identify the parts of the expression, then write a word expression for this. So multiplication and addition. These are the operations. Here's multiplication, here's addition. Describe the part of the expression in parentheses. The part in parentheses shows us the sum, remember they're adding, of 6 and 7. Well, the sum represents the number of packets of seeds. So when I add those together, it tells me how many packets of seeds, lettuce and pea seeds they got. Seeds, packet of seeds plus the number of packets of, well, they want us to be a little more specific here, pea. So this would actually be lettuce. So it's the sum of lettuce seeds and the sum of pea seeds. One of the factors is 2. So when they say factors, remember, it's factor times factor. So this 2 is a factor. This is a factor. Even though we're adding there, it becomes a factor. The other factor is the sum of 6 and 7. Okay? So then the product represents the cost per packet times the number of types of each of packets Martin bought. So the word expression 2 times 6 plus 7 is the product of 2 and the sum of 6 and 7. So all that, there's your answer right there. The product of 2 and the sum of 6 and 7. Okay? So this is important for you to know for order of operations. Explain how the expression 2 times 6 plus 7 differs from this. Then write a word expression for 2 times 6 plus 7. In this one, we would add first because of parentheses. Here, we would multiply first. Okay, because multiplication comes first, there's no parentheses. So this would be something like the sum of 2 times 6 and 7. I'm going to multiply that first and then add. Here I'm going to add and then multiply. All right, that's parts of an expression. Okay, a little more detail here. The terms of an expression are the parts of the expression that are separated by an addition or subtraction sign. A coefficient is the number that is multiplied by a variable. So here, this expression has 2 terms, 4k and 5. The coefficient of the term 4k is 4. So that number 4 is the coefficient. And you might recall that the k is a variable. Okay, the 5 is another term. Okay, identify the parts of the expression, then write a word expression for the algebraic expression. So here's our expression. Identify the terms of the expression. So the expression is the sum of 2 terms. 1, 2. The terms are 2x and 8. The first term is the product of the coefficient. Remember, the coefficient is the number. So is the number 2 and the variable x. The second term is the number 8. The second term is the number 8. A word expression for 2x plus 8 is 8 more than the, well, what operation? Product of 2 and x. So 8 more than the product of 2 and x. Identify the terms in the expression. So the expression is the difference. Why do I know it's difference? Because it's subtracting right there, difference. The two terms are 3a and 4b. The first term is the product of the, well, what's 3 called? The coefficient. 3 and the variable is a. So 3a, coefficient, variable. The second term is the product of the coefficient 4 and the variable b. Coefficient, variable. A word expression for the algebraic expression is the difference of 3 times a and 4 times b. That's one way we could have wrote it. Okay? Over to the share and show. Identify the parts of the expression, then write a word expression for the numerical and algebraic expression. So here's my parts. I got these right here. The part in parentheses shows the what operation? Quotient of 9 and 3. One factor is the multiplication of the multiplication is 7. The other factor is 9 divided by 3. So I can say something like 7 times the quotient of 9 and 3. So this one, 2m plus n. Remember, the question is identify the parts, then write a word problem. Just use this up here. The parts are the product of 5 and m, the product of 2 and n. Those are the parts. And an expression might be something like, it's also, you could state that it's the sum of 2 terms. 1 term, 2 terms. So you could state all this and say something like the sum of 5 times m and 2 times n. The sum of 5 times m and 2 times n. Okay? So we'll do this on another piece of paper, or you can do it right here. And then we'll look at this a little bit later. Okay, because there is a lot of work to that. We'll do this later. Okay? There's a lot. I'm going to break this up, so we'll do this at another time. So we're going to stop the video here, and we'll pick up at another time with the rest of that, because there is a lot to this.